Yeah, so hello everyone. Hope everyone are doing good. So so let's get into the math module, which is uh, quite interesting and as well as a bit confusing to understand each and every concept. Okay, so but I'll make sure that each and every topic is clear to you all. Okay, so I hope my voice is clear. Can you able to hear me, guys? Yeah. Okay. Fine. So yeah. Guys, let me tell you one thing. Because we have been into one a project on data science, such as exploratory data analysis, which is like a basic project, and we have also gone through some topics that are required for data pre-processing as well. Okay, so we know how the real-time data looks like, right? So because we have already seen that, right? So data set, right? DVD rental data set, and as well as that HM land, registration ministry set data set, right? So we know how the data set look like, right? So the data set will contain a huge number of null values, right? So the polluted values we may contain, right? So once we get the data from the organizations or else some customers or else business persons, the data may not be the case where it should contain all the values in it, right? So there could be chances where you can find null values or irrelated values in the data set, right? So the main part is you need to clean the data, you need to process the data, right? So in order to make the data more clean, right? So you need to do some kind of the some kind of procedures or else some kind of steps that ensures the data should be in a clean format, right? So all the null values has to get removed, and is there, if there are any irrelated values that are unformatted values, then you need to sort out each and every those values, right? So that's what basically the big part of data science. Okay, so I hope it is clear. Now see guys, any data science, so what exactly the data science, right? So what the basic ideology of the data science, so let me give that. So first of all statistics comes into picture. So statistics plus Python plus what else, what else, processing, processing plus ML. Okay, see guys, this is what exactly completely called as data science. So we have to, there should be a statistics procedure for data science process, and we need to use some kind of language in order to do all these things, right? So the processing, it's all about dealing with the data, right? So we will apply some kind of statistical concept for data pre-processing or else data processing, such as we have already seen, right? And finally, once we see, by doing all these pre-processing and the statistics, all the concepts, we will get, we will get good data. That means, let me draw here. So we will get, by these three steps, we will get the data. We can say something like mm, okay, so we will get cleaned data. Okay, so we will get cleaned data, right? So the data is in a very good format, right? So there are no null values in that, there are no unrelated values, right? So the data is very clean now, so by doing this particular process, right? So now once we get the clean data, once we get the clean data, so we will apply this particular data to machine learning algorithm, machine learning algorithm. Okay, so it could be anything based on the type of problem that we are solving in data science. We will apply different machine learning algorithm. right? So once we clean the data should be given to this particular machine learning algorithm. Once we done this one, once we do this operation, our let me, okay, so model will get trained. Okay, so model get trained. Okay, see guys, whatever the clean data that I'm getting from this particular process, which is statistics, Python, and pre-processing or processing or exploratory data analysis or whatever it may be, I am giving that particular data to a machine learning algorithm, right? So once I do that, my model will get trained, right? So my model is not a normal model. My model is a trained model now, right? So my model knows everything. Model is nothing but just algorithm. Okay, so model is nothing but just algorithm, right? So based on the data from this particular data, my machine learning algorithm learned everything, right? Based on this data. Now by having this model, I can use this model, I can use this particular model to test the we can for testing purpose. Okay, so I can use this model for testing purpose. Okay, now see, this model got trained on this particular clean data. Now I want to know whether my model is doing best or not, right? So how can I check that? Based on testing. Based on testing, guys, let me give you a clarity on this, because without knowing how the process would be, it going to be some it will be like kind of mess. Okay, so I want to sort that particular issue. Okay, so okay, so what I can take is that okay. Okay, so yeah, shall I take? Okay, so yeah, fine. So now see here, guys, I want to sort out the thing. Consider, let me, okay, so what example I can take is that okay, let me think example. Okay, so okay, so see here, guys, let me take my output should be either it could be orange. Is that orange? Okay. That will become okay. So guys, I'll give you this example later. Okay, I hope this concept is clear. Is it, guys? You know how the data science process look like? See, based on the statistics and Python and pre-processing, my data was in clean mode, right? So my data came to a clean mode. I mean, my data got cleaned well. Once my data got clean, then I'm applying that particular data to machine learning algorithm, right? So once I do that, my machine learning is now got trained on the data, right? So I want to check whether my model is doing best or not, right? So in order to do that, I have to test my model, right? So I have to test my model. So for testing purpose, I actually want to take some example, but I'll take that example in a later words. Is it fine, guys? Is this concept clear now? Till now? Yeah, guys, everyone, is this,
Yes, it's clear. It's clear.
yeah, just okay. So basically, so this is what exactly, see, statistics plays a major role. Okay, so basically statistics plays a major role, right? So now we need to understand, now we need to understand what exactly the statistics. Okay, so what exactly the statistics and what are the parameters, statistics parameters are there, right? So how we can apply these statistical parameters in order to clean the data, right? So in order to get the cleaned data, so what are the parameters that were there in the statistics so that I can apply on my data, right? So you all know how the data set look like, right? So as we have seen, DVD rental sorry, it's not the data set. Okay, so the data set was something like the land registry data set, right? So we have seen that data set, and as well as this movies, I don't know, IMDb dot data set, right? So we have seen those kind of data sets, right? So we will apply some kind of parameters, statistics parameters, right? So that we can use those parameters in order to get the in order to apply on data, so that I can get a well defined data. Okay, so now can you give examples, what are the parameters that we have in statistics, guys? Can anyone give what kind of parameters that we have in statistics? What are basically statistics?
We have parameters like mean, median, mode.
Yes, absolutely right. So mean, median, mode, right? So these are the parameters for the statistics. Okay, so now mean and median and mode. Okay, so see, guys, these are the concept that we can find on the these things which are parameters, and there are also other things as well, which are like mm, variance, standard deviation, right? So standard deviation, and there are some kind of z score value, right? So z score, t score, and some there are a lot many things, guys. Okay, so I'll explain each and everything. Okay, so yeah, so now we will see these three things, we will see these three things. Okay, so what is mean, guys? What exactly the mean? What is mean? What is mean basically?
I think mean is the smallest number of the occurrence, as in the smallest number that.
No, that was not mean. Yeah, any other definitions, guys? What is mean? What is mean basically? Guys, just be interactive. Okay, so just based on the knowledge that you have on maths, what is mean? Okay, so the mean is also called as average value. Okay, so average, right? So we can think of it as the average. Okay, so mean is just it is a value, it is a value that represent whole data. Okay, see, guys, mean is it is a value that represent whole data. Okay, so basically, guys, basically in a class there are 100 people, 100 students. Okay, so in a class there are 100 students. Okay, so I want to find average height of that entire class, average height of that entire class. See, in a class there are 100 students, but I want only one figure that represent all the entire class. Okay, so for example, what I can do, guys, here, what I can do, I can take each student. So S1, right? So S2, plus S3. These are okay. Let me take H1 instead of H1. H1, H2, H3. These are H1 is nothing but student 1 height. H2 is nothing but student 2 height. Okay, so the second student height. H3 is nothing but third student height. Okay, so plus so on so forth plus H100 divided by how many students were there, guys, in this class? How many students were there?
100.
Yeah, it was 100. So this will give you a average figure that represent the height of entire class. Okay, so that is what basically mean is all about, mean or average. Okay, so is this clear, guys, everyone? So what is mean and all those things? Just a simple example that you can think of, right? So it is basically just average value for representing the whole data. Okay, so just a one figure that represents whole data, mean is basically. Okay, so yeah, so yeah, fine. So now I hope it is clear, everyone. So what is mean and all those things? So mean is nothing but sum divided by total. Okay, so the mean is basically, okay, so let me take it as mean. Okay, so mean is basically the sum by total number of, okay, so basically the sum of all data points divided by the total number of data. Okay, so this is what basically mean. And next thing, median. So what is median, guys? Guys, mean, median, both are same. That will represent a single value, that basically a single value that represent whole data. Okay, so median is also same. Okay, so now how we need to calculate median? So I'll tell you guys, there was also mean. What is the need of median then, right? So both mean and median refers to same thing, but what is the advantage of mean and what is the advantages of median? Okay, so we'll see when we go down the course, the today's class. Okay, so now how we need to calculate mean? Okay, so median, how we need to calculate median? So basically median is first we need to first of all sort the values into ascending or else descending order, right? So first of all, sort the values, sort the data, then middle value is the median. Okay, so middle value is the median. Guys, I'm just giving okay, so if I go with example here itself, that would be more than enough. Okay, so let me take an example, guys. Example. Okay, so now so there are values such as okay, consider 2 comma 3 comma 10 5 6 comma 5. See, guys, so this was my data. I want to find the average of this particular data. Okay, so I want to find out the average of that particular data. So guys, can you do it, the average for it?
5.
Average is 5. Just calculate in your notes or something else. Just let me. Okay, so now for that, what I have to do, first of all, average or mean is equal to sum divided by total. Okay, so now, yeah, so sum is basically 10 plus 2 plus 3 plus 6 plus 5 divided by how many were there? 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so there are 5. Okay, so now, yeah, so what is the value of 10 plus 12, 15, 20, the 26. Okay, so 26 divided by 5. Okay, so 26 over 5. Okay, so now what is 26 over 5, guys? What is 26 divided by 5? It is basically 5.2. So this was my average. This was my average that represents this data. Okay, so basically we can say the average data is like 5.2 by looking at this particular data and finding average. Okay, so this data is representing this particular whole data. Okay, so basically if you understood this particular examples of in a class 100 student, I want to find out the average height of entire class, so I can do this particular sum by 100, so that I will get the average height of the entire class. Okay, so this is what exactly the example. Okay, so when it comes to median, okay, so when it comes to median, you need to sort the data points first. Okay, so you need to sort the data point first, then middle value is my median. Okay, so now let me take the same data. Okay, so copy here. So first of all, sort the data. So if I sort the data, so let me take ascending. Okay, so ascending will be 2 comma 3 comma 5 comma 6 comma 10. So this was my sorting. So what is the middle value, guys? What is the middle value in this? What is the middle value, guys? What was the middle value? It was 5, right? So because here the 2 values left and here also 2 values, right? So 5 is my middle. Okay, so the total data points are 5. So 2 are 2 parts, and the third element will be my median. Okay, so median is equal to 5. Now consider okay, so consider there are let me take another value which is like 8. Okay, now what will be my median, guys? So first we need to sort the data. So 2 comma 3 comma 5 comma 6 comma 8 comma 10, right? So there are basically 6 values, there are 6 data points. So the median in this case is 5 plus 6 by 2. Okay, so here the data points were odd number, right? So we can find only 5 data points, so that's why the middle value is this one. But here the data points are even numbers, so what we can do, we have to take the average of two numbers, average of middle two numbers. So here the median will be 5 plus 6 divided by 2. Okay, so 5 plus divided by 2 is equal to something like 11 by 2. So the answer 11 by 2 is 5.5. Absolutely right. So this is what my median when it comes to odd case and as well as even case. So now what is mode, guys? What is mode? What is mode? Can I get the definition from you for mode? Yes, absolutely. So it was highest frequency or most frequency, or the most repeated value, right? So in a data set or in a data in data points, if any value that is repeating, the highest repeating data point will be my mode, right? So most repeated value, or else we can think of highest frequency. Okay, so highest frequency. Highest frequency. Okay, so that's what basically the mode is, right? So we can think of if there is a data such as like 2 comma 5 comma 5 comma 4 comma 1. So in this case the mode will be 5. Okay, so that is what. Okay, is this clear, guys? Mean, median, mode. Yeah, guys, everyone just try to respond. So if no doubt, then we can move further. Okay, okay, fine. So now what I'm gonna do is, okay, so my question is we do have mean, median, and mode, but when do you use mean, when do you use median, and when do you use mode, right? So there are three parameters. Oops, what happened? Yeah, see guys, so there are 3 points, there are 3 parameters for statistics. Okay, so when do you use mean, when do you use median, and when do you use mode, right? So what is a where what exactly the situation where we can use mean or where we can use median or mode. Okay, so okay, so now see guys, here the concept is okay, okay, so let me take an example for this. So in order to understand when to use mean, median, mode, so let me give you an example. So there is a country, called XYZ. So the government of that particular XYZ country wants to find the average income of each person. Okay, so average income of the country, average income of that particular country. Okay, see guys, so there is a country which is, the country name is XYZ. So the government of that particular country wants to find the average income of the country. So what do you mean by average income of the country, guys? So that particular average income, so whatever, so there are once the government of India wants to do that, some people will get allocated for that particular thing, and those people will find out the average income. So based on some calculations and some process, so they will come to they will come to certain value that represent the average that represent income of each individual. Okay, so each individual, see guys, so whatever the figure, whatever the amount that they are finding as an average income, that represent the each individual, right? So if they are finding for whole country, okay, so they are actually want to find out for whole country, but that will also represent each individual. Okay, so the people in that particular country will also earning the same amount of money, for which they have found out for this particular average income. Okay, see guys, consider if the average income was, if the average income of the country around like let me take you in dollars. Okay, so if the average income was okay, mm, mm, okay, so if the average income of the country was $1,000, okay, so let me take $10,000. See guys, average income of the country, average income of the country is $10,000. Okay, so then $10,000. Okay, so now each individual, each person, okay, so each person in that country is having income of 10,000. Is that possible, guys? So if that finding the average income was $10,000, the average income was $10,000. So this means each person, every person in that particular country is having income of $10,000. So if this was the case, this particular government thinks that so every person are getting they are earning $10,000 per month. Okay, so we don't need to provide any kind of subsidies or any kind of help from they don't need any kind of help from us, because they are already earning a huge amount of money. So they can use this particular huge amount of money for their expenditures, or else they can studies or their health and all those things, right? So government won't give any kind of subsidies or any kind of help. Okay, so this was the case, but the actual ground reality is in that particular country, in that particular XYZ country, the average income was something like $100. The average income was $100. So let me take instead of 100, let me take 1,000. Okay, see guys, 10,000 and $1,000, huge difference. That is 10 times the actual reality value. Okay, so this will happen, right? So in basic scenario, in usually this was the situation will happen. Okay, so now what is the reason? If the government of that particular XYZ country wants to find the average, they got 10,000 as an average, but the ground reality was $1,000. So what is the reason? And did they made anything wrong? Okay, or else is that the true of the income? Okay, so the ground reality is this one. The ground reality was this one, because this is fact. Okay, so this was fact, but according to that particular survey or analyzation, so they got to a conclusion where the average was $10,000, but the reality is only $1,000. Okay, guys, am I making sense, everyone? Are you able to understand my example?
Yes.
Yeah. So what is the reason? What was the reason? What they made wrong? Okay. So now see guys, let me tell you. Let me divide the people. Let me divide whole country. Let me divide country. Okay. So now, yeah, absolutely, sure. So let me divide country. Okay. Yeah, see guys, let me divide a country. So based on categories. So let me divide the country based on the categorization. Okay, so there are, if we consider any country, if we consider this particular XYZ country, so there are people below poverty line. Okay, so there are people below poverty line, and the people exactly poverty line, and there are people something like above poverty line. Okay, so above poverty line, and next one is lower middle class. Okay, so lower middle class. Now middle class and upper middle class. Okay, guys, are you able to understand this categorization? So based on the income, based on their income, I'm categorizing the people of that particular XYZ country. So there are below poverty line. Poverty line is nothing but they are actually very poor. Okay, so the people were very poor. poor, and poverty line is like just above than very poor. Okay, so above poverty line, like they can spend their daily charges and all. Okay, so the next one is lower middle class and middle class, and as well as upper middle class. Okay, so now yeah, so we do have another category, which is like rich people, rich, and we can think of super rich. Okay, so next we go to billionaires. Okay, so billionaires. Okay, see guys, so this was my categorization of the people in this particular XYZ country. Okay, see guys, so this was my categorization of this particular XYZ country. Okay, see guys, 90% of the data, I mean 90% of the people, 90 or 95% of the people in any country, 95% of the people belongs to this particular category. Okay, so a super rich, not even super rich. Okay, let me think of up to rich. Okay, see guys, 94% of the people were belongs to this particular categorization, which is below poverty line or poverty line, above poverty line, lower middle class, and upper middle class and rich people. Okay, 95%, 95%, 95% all belongs to 95% belongs to this category. Okay, so this category. So what is billionaires, guys? What is billionaire? See, when you look at the average income, when you look at the average income of these particular people, this particular people is actually something called as $1,000. Okay, so the average income was $1,000. But see, when you add billionaires, so billionaires earns they earns like $1,000,000 per month. Okay, so basically millionaires earns $1,000,000 per month. Okay, so the average, when you look at the average of this particular category, is $1,000. But when you add this particular billionaires, when you add this particular billionaires, the billionaires are nothing but those are earning huge amount of money per month. Okay, so if you add that particular category to this thing, the average income was income was shifting to $10,000, because they are the billionaires people, the billionaire or else millionaires, they are earning huge amount of money per month. Okay, so if you do the average, if you do the average for only these people, the average was $1,000. But if you add billionaires or else millionaires into this particular category, so the mean is shifting towards $10,000. Guys, am I making sense, everyone? Guys, am I making sense? Are you able to understand this example? Okay. Okay, so that is what. See, guys, see, this smaller portion of the data, the smaller portion of the data is dominating the larger section of the data. Guys, see, this smaller portion of data is dominating the larger or huge portion of the data. So that's why this smaller portion of the data, is called as outliers. Okay, so outliers. Okay, so this particular whatever the smaller section is making this particular data points, this making this dominating the larger amount of data is called as outliers. Okay, see guys, the average data, the average income is $1,000, but when you add this particular billionaires into calculating the average, so the mean is shifting towards $10,000, which is very high, very different from the normal mean and as well as this outlier mean. Okay, so that's why these billionaires people are called as outliers. Okay, is this example clear, guys? Everyone, is this example clear?
Clear, sir.
Okay, okay. Now let me go ahead further. Let me go ahead further. Let me take another example. Let me take another example. Okay. So now see. Let me take same example instead. Yeah. So this one would be fine. Let me take this one. Oops. Okay. Yeah. So say guys, if I want to find the average or mean, what was the mean for this case? What was the mean? What was the mean? It is like where is that? It was 5.2. Okay, so the mean of that was 5.2. Okay, so mean is 5.2. Now let me add 1,000. Let me add 1,000. Now what is my average, guys? What is my average? If I add 1,000, what is my average? Guys, if I add 1,000, what is average? Are you doing? Just do out and let me know what was the average. Okay, so you need to sum, then divided by total. It was 192.666. Okay, so for this, the mean is 192.66. Okay, say guys, huge difference. If I add only one value to this particular the previous data, the mean is shifted from 5.2 to 192.6. Okay, now calculate median for this, guys. Calculate median for this. Median, guys, calculate median for this. Yeah, is that 171? Okay, no worries. Yeah, so now guys, calculate median for this. Median was 5.5 because you need to arrange these values. You need to arrange this value in a ascending or else descending. Then you can find the average of middle two or else middle number. See guys, what is the difference from the actual mean to this particular mean? Slightly deviation, right? So 5.2, the only point, I think like 0.3 was the difference. Okay, so 5.2 and 5.3, they are almost like very close to each other. But when you do the median here, when you do mean here, the mean is shifting from 5.2 to 171. Okay, guys, did you got the clarity? Have you got the clarity when to use mean and when to use median? Guys, did you get the clarity when to use mean and when to use median? Okay, when just let me know when you can actually use median. When you can actually use median, just tell me in the chat. When you have to use median. Yeah, that was right, Shudra. Guys, so you got this particular examples, right? So what is this one, guys? What is 1,000 in this case? What is 1000 in this case? Yes, absolutely, Shudra. Yeah, it was an outlier, right? So my conclusion is when you have outliers in the data, you go for median. Is this clear, guys? Everyone? Outlier is nothing but, you all know what is outlier. Outlier is nothing but which is dominating the entire data points. Okay, so mean is nothing but, see guys, by looking at mean is nothing but each and every data is close to mean. Mean is nothing but each and every data in this particular data set is they are like close or average to this particular 5.2. So that is what basically, that represent the whole data. This particular 5.2 is representing the whole data. Guys, you can think any example in your mind. Okay, so you can think any example in your mind, so that will basically give the whole representation of the entire data. So mean, median, and mode. Okay, so you all know mode. Is this clear, guys? These three concepts, which are mean, median, and mode. Okay, so mode basically used. Mode is used. Mostly for categorical data. What is categorical data? So mode is used for categorical data. So what is categorical data, guys? What is categorical? Okay, let me come to that point. So first, types of data. Guys, how many types of data that we have? How many types of data that we have in real world? In real world, how many kinds of data or how many types of data we have?
2.
Yeah, so those are 2 data types. So basically, mainly two, and structured, unstructured. Yeah, that was a point. Okay, so
Quantitative
because
and
we have already
qualitative.
seen structured and unstructured data for SQL part, so you people are saying structured and unstructured. That is fine. But basically,
You have quantitative and qualitative.
yeah, quantitative, qualitative was yeah, absolutely. So qualitative and quantitative, right? So quantitative is basically we can give some kind of a number, right? So we can measure the thing. But qualitative is we can't give particular number to that particular data. So that is what basically qualitative. Okay. So guys, the data mainly was 2 types. Okay. So there are 2 types of data, which are numeric and categorical. Okay, so there are numeric data and as well as categorical data. Okay, so yeah, so this is what exactly the quantitative data. Oops. Yeah, so this was quantitative and this was the qualitative or qualitative. Okay, is this clear, guys? The 2 types of data. So there are other data as well, which is logical, but logical data comes under the Boolean values, where we can have true or false or 1 or 0. So basically that is also comes under this particular categorical data only. Okay, so there are 2 kinds of data, right? So structured and unstructured also say the one point to remember. So you all know what is structured data and you all know what is unstructured data, but basically the kinds of data is numeric data and categorical data, which we see in data set. Okay, so what is numeric data set? Data, guys, what is numeric data? The name itself giving that information, numeric data. Okay, so numeric data is nothing but which deals with numbers, and the categorical data is nothing but strings, or we can think of letters. Okay, so anything, so strings or letters, that is comes under categorical. Okay, so numeric is nothing but numbers. Okay, so again this particular numeric is divided into two types. First one is discrete, and the second one is and the second one is continuous. Okay, so yes, yeah. So see guys, so again this particular numeric data which is dealing of numbers, is classified into two categories, which is discrete and continuous. Okay, so the category is like only strings and all those things. Okay, so discrete is nothing but okay, so let me tell you, the continuous values are nothing but guys, if I ask you a question, how many values were there between 1 to 4? How many values were there? Okay, so how many values were there between 1 to 4? Can you?
5.
Only 5? Only 5 values from 1 to 4? 4? Uh-huh. Yes, absolutely. Yes. So there are infinite values between 1 and 4. Okay, so you can think of 1.1, next 1.12, next 1.123, next 1.124, next 1.12456, so on. There are infinite values from 1 to 4, right? See guys, the values which you can see here are called as continuous data points. Okay, so the values which are related to it contains some floating values which contain some decimal point, right? So those are called continuous value. So the discrete values are the values which won't find this particular mm, uh, decimal points, and there are only list of few values. Okay, so there are only list of few values. Okay, so the discrete values are nothing but the values which will not be in this particular decimal format, and as well as or it can be a list of only few values. For example, if there are list of only 5 values, right? So for example, in any data set there is a one column, right? So there is one column, that entire column values is the values of this particular list of five values. Okay, so that is basically we can think of the discrete values, or else basically not a decimal values. Okay, so the discrete values are not decimal values, right? So categorical data, the categorical data are all the string values such as name, right? So name, age, name, gender, and all those things. Okay, so there are one more thing guys, which is like logical value, or else we can think of boolean value. Okay, so can you give example for logical or boolean value guys? Yes or no? And basically true or false. Okay, so these are like boolean values or logical value. Is this clear guys, everyone? Guys, everyone, is this clear? Yeah, it
Yes,
is
it's
like
clear.
present or absent. Only two binary values, right? So there are only two. Yeah, fine. Okay. Now Yeah, so these are the kinds of data, the types of data. Okay, so anything left for today? Yeah, so for you know, uh, for this particular continuous values, the examples are something like your height or weight, or something like uh, you know you can even think of price of any quantity. For this discrete values, we can think of um, like age, right? So if someone asks you your age, you won't give 12.5. You always give how old are you. If I ask you how old are you, you will give say 12 years or 20 years or 40 years, something, right? So that is age. And fixed value. Okay, the value shouldn't be continuous. The values are some like a rounded value. Okay, so yeah, so greater than, less than are example for Boolean. And the categorical, for example, for categorical are name and address, right? So where is the combination of all the strings, basically strings, guys. When you look at the categorical, it's basically string values. Okay, so that is the case. Is this clear, guys? Does anyone have any doubts till now?
It's clear.
Yeah, so the basic concepts, right? So which are very, very helpful for doing data science. Okay, so see, guys, I have to write all these things. See, I'm using here my Word document in order to write all these things. But if I have something like I actually want to buy that the sketchboard. So if I do that, I can simply use my hand in order to explain everything with so many examples, right? So I can basically do calculations on this thing, that particular pen tablet itself. Okay, so yeah, so in further concept, there is a chance to do lot many calculations, right? So I don't know, you should be very uh, like we should be very conscious, guys, in order to understand those things. Okay, so yeah, so now we'll see an example, guys. Just a last example, so then we'll wind up today's session. Okay, so let me take a table first. Okay, so let me take 6. So let me take 6 cross 6 table. Now fine. So see, guys, it is basically house price. House price, like house price data set we can think of. Okay, so yeah, so let me take here as the area of that particular house, and this one cement price, and here let me take, yeah, so here let me take wooden work cost, wooden work. What happened this one? Yeah, so yeah, so wooden work cost. Next, let me take here as number of bedrooms. Okay, so let me take here as location. Let me take here as price. Okay, so see, guys, so this was my data. This was my data set we can think of. Okay, so okay, see, guys, so this was my data. So area and the cement price, the wooden work cost, and the number of bedrooms for that particular house, and the location of that particular house. Okay, so hey, area, let me take as 200 square feet. Okay, so let me take 200, and the cement price were let me take 350 for 350 per bag, or else we can think of $350. Okay, so you can think of any value, guys, just a number that represent the cost of that particular cement. Okay, now let me take wooden work. Wooden work cost is something around like let me take $1,000. Okay, so let me take here as this was empty, so this was empty, and the number of bedrooms for this particular thing is like 3 bedrooms, and the location was let me take Hyderabad. Okay, so Hyderabad, so let me take HYD instead of Hyderabad. Now the price is like 1 CR. Okay, so instead of CR, let me take $1 million. Okay, so $1 million. I'm not sure whether the house should be $1 million. Just take that figure because we are taking it as an in dollar format. Okay, so let me take here as $1 million. Okay, so now the second area was let me take 150 square feet or square yards. Now here the cement price was empty, and the wooden cost is like $5,000. Okay, so the wooden work cost is $5,000. Okay, so let me take 5K, and the number of bedrooms here was 4, and the location is something like here was empty. The location was empty, which is null value, and the price here is let me take $0.7 million. Okay, so 0.7, basically like $700,000. Okay, so because I'm taking is at this million in the million format, so only I'm taking 0.7. Okay, so for third value it was empty, and for fourth value it was 160 square, and for fifth value also let me take as 140. And here the wooden the wooden cost is $320, or 320 yeah, and this one is 300, and this one is something like 360. For wooden cost this was $4K $1,000, and this one is 3.5. Let me take here as 40. See guys, so $40K $1,000. Okay, see the wooden cost for this particular house, which is this particular house is 40K, which is very cost. Okay, so they made like I don't know, wooden work is especially for German, I guess. So Germany or else those kind of countries will have a good wooden work expenditures. Okay, so they have good materials for that. The number of bedrooms here was empty, and here was 2, and here is something like let me take 2 also. So here it was Bangalore. Okay, so Bangalore, and here it was HYD, and here also HYD. Let me take this price is $0.8 million, and this one is something like 0.7 again, and this one let me take as 1.2. Okay, see guys, so this was my data set. Are there any null values in this particular data set, guys? Is there any null values, or are there any null values in this? Yes, there are null values, right? So this is null value, this is null value, this is null value, and this is also null value, right? So yeah, okay, Now fine. See guys. See, if I give this particular data set, if I give this particular data set to a machine learning algorithm, okay, so machine learning algorithm is nothing but, let me take it as classifier. Okay, so I want to predict house price based on these parameters, such as let me copy these things. I don't know. Yeah, see guys, so I do have area, I do have cement price, wooden work cost, number of bedrooms, and location. I want to find the price. Okay, so if I give how can I, yeah, see guys, okay, so let me take here as 160, here around like 350. Okay, so guys, pay your attention please. I'm giving a very simple data science. I'm doing very simple data science project. Okay, so the wooden cost is around like 6K, and the number of bedrooms were around like 3, and the location here was HYD, or let me take Bangalore. Okay, Bangalore. Okay, see guys, I want to find the price of it. Okay, by looking at this particular data, can you give the price of this particular house, guys? This particular house, by looking at this particular data, can you give the price of this particular house? Just take 2 minutes or 3 minutes. Just don't say no, just think. By analyzing. See, you have area column, cement price column, wooden cost, number of bedrooms, location, and price. Hey, just try to observe those data, and can you give the price here? Just give a figure. Just let me know that what was the price. Take 2 minutes. Yeah, it is possible. Yeah, let me take it is 1 million. So Shadrach is saying 1 million. Okay, so it was 1 million. Okay, guys, are you all agree with that 1 million? Yeah, 3 million. Yeah, Pallavi, I think in your area, I think you are living in very great metropolitan city, I guess. So it was 3 million, but in general cases, it will be 1 million. Okay. Yeah. So guys, are you all agree with that? 1 million, $1 million, 0.9. Okay. So almost like near to 1 million. That's fine. Yeah. See guys, you are able to give this particular 1 million by looking at this particular data, because there are hardly 6 columns and there are hardly 6 rows. Okay, so there are 6 columns, there are 6 rows. By looking at this data, even though there are null values, you can able to give this particular figure for this test data. But what if there are 1 million rows, 1 million rows cross 1000 columns. Guys, if I give you 1 million rows and 1000 columns, can you do the same analysis that you did here? Will you do the same analysis as you did here? If
No.
I give you 1 million rows and 1000 columns? Absolutely not, right? So as we are human, yeah, Shadrach, that was little part. Okay, so guys, as we are human, so we cannot go through the 1 million values and 1000 rows. I mean 1 million rows and 1000 columns. So here, this was very small data set, right? So this was only 6x6 data set, so that I can able to understand this particular data, and I can able to give the price for this particular parameters, right? So these are my inputs and this was my output, right? So based on this input values, I can able to predict this particular price, right? So price is basically a target column, or else this target value. Okay, so these are all independent columns, and based on, depending on this particular area, cement price, wooden work, number of bedrooms and location, the price is getting, right? So the price column, the price value is depending on this particular column. Okay, so by looking at this mini data, we can able to give this data. But if I give you $1 million, 1 million 1 million rows and 1,000 columns, you can't even think of whether you can able to solve that issue or not. Okay, so for that, in order to solve 1 million, in order to observe 1 million rows and 1,000 records, 1,000 columns, what we are doing, we are creating a model. That can do this task. Is this clear, guys, everyone? So as we are human, we cannot observe this particular 1 million rows and 1,000 columns, but instead we are developing a model, so that will take care of observing this many records, and it can predict. See, once you give this particular 1 million and 1,000 1 million cross 1,000 data set to this particular machine learning model. Okay, so let me take it as ML model. Now if I give this particular the values or input values, that can give me the output value. That model will give me the output price. Guys, is this clear, everyone? Is this clear, guys? Are you able to understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah, so that is what basically, guys. Okay, so that is what basically we are developing a machine learning model. Okay, so I hope this gave you the right idea or right intuition for data science project. Okay, so now see, guys, in order to give this particular 1 million rows and 1,000 columns, the data should be in a cleaned format. As I told you earlier, the data should be cleaned data. Okay, so in order to clean the data, in order to get the cleansed data or else cleaned data, the data shouldn't contain any null values, right? So the data should not contain any null values. So I have to fill all those null values. I have to remove all the irrelated values, right? Is this clear, guys? Making sense? Guys, everyone. Yeah, basically, Franklin, so if we remove, see, in this particular data, null values rows are this one and this one, and yeah, so you have to remove these many rows. If you remove these many rows, you will only have 2 rows, right? So if you train a machine learning model only with a few data, only mini what we can think of, like less number of data set, less number of rows or less number of columns, machine learning model will predict wrong result. Okay, so we need to train machine learning model with huge amount of data as we can. Okay, so as much as we can. Is this fine, Franklin? So the machine learning model needs good data and as well as huge amount of data, so that it can train among that particular huge amount of data, right? So if you give only simple data or else only less number of rows, the model will get, I'll tell you, the model will get biased. Okay, so I'll tell you what is biased and all those things in actual statistics or probability concepts. Okay, so that what the situation will occur. Okay, so that's why we need to give the huge amount of data as we can, as much as we can. Okay, so now in order to fill this data, in order to fill this particular data, what I have to do, guys, in order to fill this particular null values, what I have to do, what I have to do, everyone, hello guys, what I have to do, I have to use statistical parameters. I have to use statistical parameters in order to fill this null values. Okay, so here in this particular case, what I have to use, guys, whether I have to use mean, median, or mode, what I have to use here, what I have to use, is it median, is it median, is it median, mean, mode in this particular? Franklin is saying median, Shadrach mean, Nafisa mean. Guys, answer just
So I
everyone.
use me.
Yeah,
Me.
mean, average, yeah, mean between 150 and 160. Yeah, see guys, by looking at this particular data, see, this was my data as we have seen earlier, this one 10, 2, 3, 6, 5. So same here as 200, 150, 160, and 140, right? See guys, by looking at this data, so the difference between these two data points are very close, right? So 200, 150, 50 difference, and 150, 60 are 10 difference, and 160, 140 was 20 difference, right? So the difference is very less. Okay, we can think of the difference is less, so that's why we can use mean here, we can use mean here. Okay, so now what is the mean of this one, guys? What is the mean of this particular data point? Just calculate quickly. What is the mean? What is the mean here? Yeah, it was 162.5. Let me take 160 instead of 0.5. Let me take 160, and this came because of me. Okay, so this came because of me. Now here, what I have to use, guys, whether I have to use mean, median, mode, what I have to use in this case, guys, quickly, what I have to use? Yeah, it was also mean. What is the mean here then? What is the mean? So 350 plus 320. Let me calculate. Yeah, so 350 plus, there is a plus, yeah, plus 320 plus 300 plus 360 is equal to 1330 divided by how many values were there? There are 4 values, right? 4. It was 332.5. Let me take 330. Okay, so 330. Is this clear, guys, everyone? So here also we took mean. Now here, let me remove this k. What I have to use here, guys? What I have to use here? What I have to use here? Remove this k, guys. I just mentioned the k here. Just remove k. Yeah, so Nafisa is saying we have to use mean here. Any other answers? Shadrach saying median. Guys, everyone, yeah, I think few people are able to understand, I guess. They don't want to give any kind of this one. Yeah, so mean. Sumedha was saying median. Yes, absolutely right. See guys, when you look at this data, 5k, 4k, 3.k, the difference is they are very close. 5k, 4k is 1, and 4k, 3.5 k 1, and when you observe 5k and 3.5k, they 1.5, and they are very close. but when you look at this particular 40K, 40K is very far from this particular majority data, right? So here the majority data was 5K, 4K and 3K, but here 40K is very far from this particular data. So that's why I can use something called as median here. So what is a median, guys? Yes, so as we can find here, outlier here, we supposed to use median. Okay, so what is the median value here, guys? What is the median value? What is the median value, guys? Quickly. Yeah, it was like 4 plus 3.5 by 2, something like around like 4K. Okay, so 4 plus 3.5. Okay, so let me take 4. Now you got the idea when to use mean and median. Okay, so median. Okay, now here, what I have to use, guys? What I have to use? Number of bedrooms, mean, right? So 3 plus 4 plus 2 plus 2, 7, 9, 11, 11 by 2. What is 11 by 2? It is like 5.5, I guess. Okay, so 5.5 doesn't make any sense. Is it like okay, 4, right? So 2.75, let me take 3. Okay, so yeah, so it is near to 3, so let me take 3 as a mean. Okay, so let me take mean. Okay, now here, what I have to use, guys, in order to fill this null value? What I have to use? Can I apply mean to this? Can I apply mean? Guys, can I apply mean?
No,
Why?
because it's categorical value.
Yes, they are categorical data type, so I cannot use mean and all those things. So I can use mode, right? So what is the mode for this? What is the mode?
HYD.
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 Yes, so the mode is HYD, and this one is mode. Okay, MD. Okay, now, yeah, so these are my inputs, and for this particular data, this was my output. Okay, so once I do this, I will give this particular data to machine learning algorithm, right? So I will give this particular data to machine learning algorithm. So my machine learning algorithm will get trained, right? So once my model got trained, I will give this particular data. I will give this particular data to that particular machine learning algorithm or model, so that it can give me this thing, which is price. So here it's kind of testing, right? So we do have those concepts, guys. So the trained data and testing data, where we can split the data into two halves, which is trained data and the testing data, right? So which is like the splitting around like 60:40 or 70:30. So we basically split the whole data set. See, guys, if this was my data set, so I can use these 3 rows for training. Once my training is finished, I can give these two rows for testing, and it will give me these values, right? So once it will give me this particular two values, I can compare, because I do have these actual values, which is 0.7 and 1.2, and I will compare these two values with my testing value. I mean the model, the values which were given by this particular ML model. I can what I can do? I can basically measure the accuracy, whether my model is doing good or not. Okay, so that's what we basically do. Is this example clear, guys? This example, because we have seen these things, right? So the statistical parameters, which are mean, median, mode. That's why we can able to go with the example. But let me tell you guys, see guys, by looking at this data 200, 150, but how we can fill none values in large amount of, yeah, Nafisa, that's what I'm coming. So see guys, guys, give me just a minute. Guys, give me only 1 minute. Okay, so yeah, guys. Replace method. How we can yeah. So yeah, see guys, there are only these many values, right? So 200, 150, and 160 and 140, right? So there are only 4 values, so that I am able to understand whether I have to use mean or median mode, right? So if there are, as we can see here, if there are 1 million rows, if there are 1 million rows, we cannot analyze whether they are very close to each other, whether they are very far from each other, right? So we cannot understood, we cannot able to observe that kind of thing, right? So if there are records for more, if there are 1 million records, I cannot observe those 1 million records like I did here, right? So there are only 200, I mean 4 values which are 200, 150, 160, 140, so that I can able to understand they are very close to each other, so I can apply mean in order to fill this particular null value. But if there are 1 million values, I cannot observe, right? So no, you cannot do that. You cannot, you never do drop NA. Okay, don't use drop NA in data science project. Okay, so see guys, if you remove only, if you remove one data, if you remove one data, that will be, you know, it's kind of loss of data, right? So as we have data scientists, you cannot, you don't have to lose the data, right? So you always have to have more amount of data so that you can train your model with more accuracy or more better way. Okay, so if there are many values, if there are many values, there I can use something called as variance and standard deviation. Okay, so standard deviation, so that means variance is nothing but, it is like spread of data. Okay, so spread of data. So I'll explain this concept tomorrow, guys, because these are the topics for tomorrow. So just I want to give intuition for this variance and standard deviation, how we can actually calculate the variance and standard deviation on all those things. What if missing values is continuous like location? What if missing values, what if the yeah, why location will be continuous? Location always to be categorical, right? Latitude, okay. Latitude or longitude, how do you determine how to fill it? Okay, so if it was category, you can use obviously mode. Okay, so you can use obviously mode. When it comes to longitude and latitude, okay. Okay, so latitude and longitude, how we can fill? Yeah, so who's that one? Yeah, can you park this question, guys, for later session? So how we can actually fill an analysis, because when we get into the ML module, there we can fill all the you know, basically kind of filling null values and all. How we can actually do that? Okay, so yeah, yeah, I hope it is clear, guys. See, in order to understand the closeness of the data, I have to use something called as variance. So variance is nothing but spread of data. Okay, so standard deviation is the what we can say, the scaling down value. I mean the standard version of this particular variant. Okay, so that's what basically this thing the variant standard deviation is. Are this clear, guys? Concepts, everyone? Guys, are this concept clear, everyone, till now? Any doubts? Any doubts till now? Yeah. So yeah, so that's all for today, guys. So actually, I don't want to give more stuff by today itself. So yeah, so tomorrow we'll see. I think, guys, actually in India there is a festival is going on, so maybe a few people are having around like the actually it kind of festival here, so here in India. So maybe few people going to absent for the further classes. So so if I give you don't join them, you don't join them. Yeah, I'll also join because you people were here, right? So we by yeah, so I cannot go with myself by leaving you people. Okay, so yeah, so what I can do, guys, let me show you the thing. See, guys, go to Chrome, statistics, Khan Academy. What is the spell? Yeah, so Khan Academy. Yeah, so statistics and probability, Khan Academy. Click on this first link. See, guys, so these are the topics which were there for statistics and probability in Khan Academy. Okay, so analyzing categorical data, displaying and comparing quantitative data, and summarizing quantitative data, and modeling data distribution, exploring bivariate numerical data, study design, probability. Okay, so continuous permutation, random variables. Oh my gosh, absolutely great, guys. See, guys, I don't know who has invented this Khan Academy, but when you complete this all topics of this particular statistics and probability in Khan Academy, right, I think you are very well fit for data science base. Okay, so just go to this analyze the categorical data. So there are these many videos, right? So this video, and in between video you will get some kind of questions quiz, right? So don't follow YouTube, guys. I think in YouTube also there are videos are available, but don't follow YouTube. Just go with this particular site only. So yeah, so this site, yeah, so you can find this hey, where it went? Okay, so you will find these videos and as well as the exercises in between. Just try to guys the one video around like only 5 minutes. See here only 2.40, right? So just finish these videos, guys. See, once you finish this video, you can here even click the next video, take a notes, take notes, try to complete each and every video, okay? So you will definitely become gem in mathematics for data science case, right? Basically I think I'm not sure, guys. Probably I'll take a tomorrow class only. From day after tomorrow there won't be no class for until next week, I guess, because few people are having the I think there was festival in India as well, India and some other, I don't know, the other countries maybe. Yeah, so for that's the reason I actually want to give this assignment to you, because you will get leisure time or free time. Whenever you got free time, just complete all these videos. Okay, so the explanation was very clear, guys. If you won't understand the accent what they are using, just you can find lyrics also, your subtitles. Okay, so you can do that subtitle as well. Okay, so they will explain you each and everything very clear. Is this clear, guys? Khan Academy, probability and statistics for Khan Academy. Just go through those videos, guys. That will definitely help you a lot, because you will definitely get leisure time or free time, right? So in this time you'll go through that. Okay, so meanwhile, probably by next week I can buy that thing, and I'm not sure, guys, when I'm going to buy that. Okay, so yeah, guys, so that's all for today. So I hope you all have enjoyed today's session, so which is very, very interesting, I guess. Okay, so yeah, so I'll update you in the group. I think the person who was asked it, yeah. Okay, that was fine. So yeah, guys, so that's all for today. So we'll see the next class with the variance and standard deviation concept. Maybe I can teach you tomorrow, but I'm not sure. Okay, guys, that's all for today. Yeah, take care, guys. Bye bye. Thank you for your wonderful patience. Yeah, take care, guys.